Well, howdy. I don't know what time of the day it is when you're looking at this, so that's what I'm going to say. Howdy. You probably will be interrupted by the furnace kicking on because that's where my desk is, and I really appreciate the heat, so I'm not shutting it off. It's probably about 2-3 degrees outside today. Anyway, I'm going to do a bunch of these little crappy projects just because, well, maybe it'll help, and because I want to get used to doing this newfangled video thing. And hopefully I'll be able to get some more progressive stuff on the YouTube channel. Plus learn how to talk slower. Well, either way, it's all a learning experience for all of us. So, to start with, I have my keyless chuck here. It's one of them cheapy overseas imports. I don't even remember where I got it from. Since it's not labeled, it's probably one of the crappier ones. I do have to admit, out of the imports, I do like Shars. Their stuff usually is labeled, and it's a slightly better quality, and the price is about the same. So I think it was a shipping deal that I liked on this one, so that's why I got this. I got probably 2 or 3 sizes at the same time with a Morse number 3 taper. Anyway, enough babbling. The problem is, in the colder weather, well, the grease gets gummy, and over time you're going to have to clean this darn thing. So I want to crack it open, see what I can do. Because one thing I do notice, you can squirt all you want in the front there, and well, nothing's going to happen. So apparently we have to get inside. Is this a good time to see if I'm even aiming right? Yeah, let's change the camera angle just a hair. Well, not that way. How much we can get in the picture here. I don't know why they got widescreen. I need up and down, not left and right. Okay, well, hopefully this works because I don't know what kind of resolution this thing's getting. New camera. Anyway, I don't know what brand this is, I said, but this style, it appears to have a set screw on the collar here, and normally these split in half right at the knurl line there. So since this one is always coming loose on me anyway, and I want to fix it up before I put a drop of lightweight Loctite on it, let's take it apart and see what's in there. It's easy enough. Okay, you got a machined cone, or excuse me, well, of course it's machined, otherwise it'd look pretty stupid. Anyway, the surface on the inside of this cone here presses and aligns the jaws themselves. The whatever you call these darn things. The slots pretty much just guide them and keep them from rotating around. It's actually the nose cone that affects the alignment and the run-on on these. So if you happen to have a stripped thread or it gets cocked somehow, that's definitely going to throw off your chuck. So that, along with the taper, is what's going to be your effect, and of course any crunchies that might get on these jaws. Now I'm still trying to figure out a way to make these keyless chucks grip onto hardened metal. I know I'm asking for a lot because a lot of times I want to try, doing some small tapping and run them in a little bit with them, but they just spin. So I'm experimenting with electroplating something onto the taps, or I really don't want to soften these up. But if anyone's got any ideas, well, I'd really appreciate them. So back to this. Yep, I know. I'm what you call scatterbrained. Okay, just like a, well, let's see here. This uses a carrier, so all the jaws should be the same. But I think I've had this before. But I wonder, just for the heck of it, if you're happy with the way your chuck is running, then you definitely want to mark things so you know which way they go. Oh, there goes the furnace. It's going to kick on in a minute. So, I probably should dump the whole thing in some mineral spirits. Let's see here. Well, until then, it'd be nice if I had a stamp. Oh, where's that carbide? It was just here. Okay, this is a non-contact surface, so I can mark that. Let's put a 1 on there. And well, I guess here's good enough. Put a 1 there. see, do I want to use dots or numbers? How good can I write? Well, not good. So, I'll just call this an X. And we'll put an X there. And we'll call this an O. So we got a line, an X, and an O. And that'll put me back where I need to be. And if you have a chuck you're not happy with, well, you can try swapping these around and see what you can do with it. Let's see, the teeth are showing pretty good. This chuck doesn't get a whole lot of use. It's one of my bigger ones. This is a 3/16 to 3/4. So it's nice for holding on to big things when you need to do a quick turn with an old crappy, like if you're milling aluminum and you just want to chuck in an end mill, well, you can do that too. And it looks like it's been dropped a couple of times. Yeah, with me that's probably typical. So you're looking for crunchies. These slide out of the carrier there. On your jaw face there, you can see these things. Oh, how close can I get? Let's find out. Let's see if these are hard. I'm pretty sure they are. Okay, this is an informational video. You probably can't hear me anyway, so I'm talking to myself. Oh yeah, they're hard. I expect them to be, but one thing those overseas people can do, they can make some hard, brittle metal. Almost like carbide. Okay, back to this thing. Oh, that does get hard. Okay, so we slide the carrier out. The carrier, whatever this darn thing is. So that's going to get washed. Okay, here's the screw that lead screw that advances the jaws up against the cone and tightens everything down. So that's one thing I can put new grease on, or actually I'm going to put oil, because grease does not like colder weather. But that's not the whole thing. When you're doing the adjustment, this is what's hanging up on me. It feels gritty and nasty, so we got to get into there. So let's take this collar off. That I believe is around 3mm. Oh, I hope this camera's got wind resistant filters on it. I'm going to have to run it through an audio program. Ooh, loose ball bearings. That was a mess waiting to happen. Bring it a little closer. Okay, if I can do this without. And this is what makes it a ball bearing chuck. The ball bearings. Those are loose packed in there, so if you happen to be in a hurry and take this thing apart, well, you're going to have a lot of fun on your hands. So this is what I want to clean up. Let's see, does it feel gritty? Nope, just slimy. And it looks like the set screw here can use a little bit of cleaning up. Or excuse me, the pocket. This is just under the collar, so it's not going to affect anything as far as the smoothness of the chuck, but it is going to affect getting that off. Anything exciting in there? No, not especially. Well, I don't see any grit. You know, it's kind of hard to see grit. So I could wash this all out and chase all these balls everywhere. I'm not sure if I'm prepared to do that right now, so I'm going to thin that grease down with either a solvent or a light oil. Put this right back together, but since I have been filing on this, I do want to make sure I've got all the crunchies off of here, so I'm going to give that a quick dip in the mineral spirits. Oh, I just happen to have a bucket of them right here. Oh, that bucket has not been cleaned in a while. Really should be wearing gloves. In the winter, hands will dry out really fast. But it seems no matter what gloves I get, there's always some chemical I use that dissolves them. And now I got peeled sticky plastic off my fingers. There I go, getting out of frame again. Okay. And I did get some in the middle there to get the crud off the internal thread. I'm going to blow that out. Oh, those are good for you too. Okay, what was ticking me off about this? Okay, that goes in the pot. This goes in the pot. What the hell, that go in the pot too? Alright, everybody in the pot. Okay. The only thing I'm leaving is the ball bearings. Let's see, what would work good? Oh, yeah, I guess I can use the mineral spirits in there too. Take the brush and thin them down, which I probably should have done as I was assembling this. I don't mind dirt so much, it lets you know you're doing something. But if you've played in the shop more than a day, you're going to find a couple of things that just get really irritating. One is the grease you have to put on everything, oil, lubricants, solvents, and two is magnetism. So you're always trying to remove one or the other. Anyway, so there's all our pieces, hopefully. And we're going to need a little oil. What would be a good oil? Graphite would be nice. I do have dry lubricants, and I don't know if I need to go that extreme. I just want something better. So, we have Marble Mister oil, we have whey oil, we have Zoom Spout oil. I guess I don't want something too clingy, do I? Oh well. I got whey oil nearby. That's what I'm going to use. That spins kind of nicely. Okay. So now the ball bearings are captive again. If I don't drop this, they will not escape. Now I want to keep that from flopping out, so I probably want to put this little pin back in here somewhere. Problem is I can't put all the way in because it does have to index to that little slot there. Oh yeah, we want alright, I'm all lost again. Okay. So that can go after. Since this is a nice easy one to take apart, I'm not going to worry about having the exactly best grade of oil and all that good business, because I can always take this apart and redo it anytime I like. Some of them are not quite so forgiving. Okay, that spins nicely. Let's see, any burrs I got to worry about? Yeah, there is, as a matter of fact. Alright, now I feel stupid. I didn't check. let's see, this is where the jaws slide into, and of course as they get worked they raise little burrs on here, and that's going to get crunchies on or inside that thing. So knock those down a little bit. Now this really isn't my favorite file. Actually, there's that magnetism again. And you're not really changing any kind of tolerance that I know of with this, because you're really indexing on this cone. These babies just slide in and out. Oopsie, sorry. Alright, am I back in frame yet? Okay. Where were we? Yes, I was putting this in here. Left-handed thread. Burrs in there. Not particularly. Okay, so we've got this sliding surface here, and well, that does not rotate. That does rotate. Oh, whatever. Damn it! Here we go again. All right. This bearing surface does rotate against the inside of this cone, so we want to make sure the cone is lubricated. What the hell? Well, it sounds like someone's trying to break in while I'm here. They can have it. This hobby is way too expensive. Okay, there's my slot. Let's put this pin back in. The heck of it. Okay, there's a 0. That's a 0. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. Hang on while I figure it out. Well, those fit there. So I guess that goes in there. Now, let's lube that up afterwards. And I'll get inside that thing there. Shame you can't label that sucker before you take it apart. I guess we'll see how it goes. That one is... damned if I know what that is. Alright. That's just pissing me off. What's the use of scratching something in there if it isn't going to stay? Okay. Oh, these are really handy to have. Jeweler's loops. Because when you're old, you can't see shit. That's an X. Put the X in. And the line. And my little pin fell out again. Actually, I could just put this collar on and not have to fight that anymore. Now, I have the dimple, and not remembering which way I took this off, I could look for wear marks. I'm going to look at the screw. And I don't know if you can tell it, but it's not centered. And I see I have a lot of room up there, so I'm going to put the hole towards the top, and that'll put me closer to the chuck. Yeah, when you get old, your hands don't work either. And that's why most retirees take up golf and stamp collecting. Golf because you're expected to be stupid, and stamp collecting because it doesn't require a whole lot of manual labor. Okay. Now, I really don't want oil getting onto the surface part of the chucks, but I don't think there's going to be really no way to avoid that, because we're always blowing things around and mist gets everywhere. So, in other words, don't sweat it. You'll be doing this again. Now, since I did not get oil on these threads, right there, I'm going to take advantage of that and put some lightweight thread sealer on there, because nothing like having that cone come off when you're trying to use it. Let's see, there's some low strength. Teeny tiny letters. Whoa. Low strength. Because that is a lot of surface area, and if you put the red stuff on there, well, good luck. Ooh, it's purple. If anybody has an in with Honeywell, would you tell them that we don't need 1 degree accuracy in a uninsulated garage? Boy, that is a sensitive microphone, isn't it? Oh yeah, that spins nicely now. That's what I want to happen. You can't see it again, can you? Okay, I can't hold it that well. But when it's like this, it will spin. Now you can speed chuck in them big stuff and little stuff. Oh yeah, I'm happy. Alright, zooming it back out because I'm tired of trying to find the frame here. There we go. Okay. Does it work? Got anything around? Yeah, that looks straight. Now we'll chuck it up into something later and test it. Problem is, I have another one of these, and it's made just a little bit different.